man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, MicroMike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch MicroMike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron. Big shout out to MicroMike and the YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
Hey, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome to Sunday's Q&A, where we just go ahead and have some fun. I have you guys run this show. Ask any question you want. You don't even have to be a Lions fan. It's all good because we are one pride, one family here, just having a good time, getting ready for the NFL season. Hey, it's coming close and close. I know we're at the end of the June. We're almost there. Before I jump into this Q&A session, though, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hey, the more likes we get, the more chance this video gets out. And it's time to go ahead and say what's up to everybody in the chat. We got Mr. Dope. He's new to the channel, man. So welcome, Mr. Dope. He's a Vikings fan. We got Vash Starwin. He is the residential, great subscriber. Been with me for a long time. Love this guy. Hopefully he gets back on and talks some Lions as well. We got Travis Doyley. What's up, man? Nice to see you back. I know you're working hard. We got Dope as well from Twitter. Hey, I love all the tweets. If you're on the Twitter, that's also Mr. Dope. You can tweet as well. All you got to do is say my name, and you will, MicroMike85, you'll get on here. We got Randy Daniels as well as Sub-Z-Trap, TA of Noble Sports, part of Infinite Sports Network, one of the best individuals who understands talent from a roster perspective. We got Adam Carver. Welcome, Adam. Appreciate you getting in here. Brandon Kenny. What's up, Brandon? We got Shane Kowalski and Hugh Janus. Harold Williams just came in here as well. So, as you know, if you've been on here before, this is where you guys basically run the show. If you got a question, this is your time to shine. Craig Ferguson, what's up, man? It's your time to shine and just ask questions. And whatever you want to ask, it's NFL, Detroit Lions questions. We're going to get straight into it. We are live on many platforms right now. We're live on Twitch. We're live on other YouTube channels. We're live on Facebook. Hey, man, we're live on 10 different platforms. It's time to have some fun. So get into it. If you got that question, let me know. What's up, Giorgio? Welcome, man. Welcome. I read a thing today. It was talking about how Derrick Barnes could potentially be a real impact player for the Lions very soon. Going to be a starter very soon. I actually concur with that sentiment when it comes to Derrick Barnes. I think he's going to probably be a starter day one, even though he wasn't drafted in the first or the second round. But we need help at linebacker. And I tell you what, man, if he could really show out for the Detroit Lions, that would be a massive win for us. No doubt about it. It's really important for the Lions to get everything out of their rookies and get these guys developed. And obviously, with the lack of development from last year's and prior years from the linebacking core, it's going to hurt us. We already got a super chat that quick. Travis Doyley, man, happy to see you back in here. How many games did the Lions win on their head coach Gretna termination alone? Look, when it comes to this wins, I know, folks, I know a lot of people want to say they're going to be, 9, 10 wins. I think it's going to be more of a 6-win football season. I just think the schedule is a little bit grueling for the Detroit Lions. Immediately, Travis Doyley. Now, it could change if Aaron Rodgers is not in the division. If he's not in the division, folks, you could get another win here or there, but you're going against fairly decent teams here. Chicago Bears, if Justin Fields can produce for that team, it's going to make them do well. Obviously, Green Bay Packers, if Aaron Rodgers is there. Minnesota Vikings are no slouch either. They did good in the NFL draft, so it's going to be tough for the Lions. Going against the AFC North and the NFC West, that's a tough task for anybody. So, yeah, that's just kind of what I have going on there. Could they surprise and win more? They could. But at the same time, they probably could do a little bit less is all. Hey, and we got a retweet here. We got a tweet from Giorgio. See, I love these tweets, man, because we're live on Twitter. Hey, bro, what do you think about Barry Sanders being our running backs coach? What about Megatron returning as an ambassador or a whiteouts coach? I think, look, I love Barry Sanders. I just don't think he wants to be a coach. I don't think he's that type of personnel. He's more of the ambassador type. And when it comes to Megatron, I think he's that as well, but you got to get the money figured out first. Giorgio, he's obviously not 100% reconcile with the Ford family. It does look like it's coming into picture, though, at some point here, that it will get reconciled, but he still wants his money, no doubt about it. I have not named the Lion yet. I have not named the Lion. That has not occurred yet. I got more than just one Lion, though. I got many different Lions here. Let's see. If I miss your question, by the way, folks, just repost it. Hashtag Lions, hashtag whatever, hashtag Vikings, whatever you want to do. But if you put that hashtag in there, it gets it a little bit easier for me to see, and then I can see the question. Are you TB12 like I am? He is the first quarterback I ever saw and played for my father's team, Michigan. A fan ever since. Man, I remember watching that game when he was with Michigan. I was a little guy. I was young. I think I was eating chicken. And when they won that game, but a lot of people hate on Tom Brady. I don't hate on him. I just think people want to see different people win. I think that's really the case here. But hey, he's always not doing the biggest contract for a quarterback. He's always hardworking. He's always in there, and a lot of players respect him. So I have no issue from Tom Brady at all from that perspective. But I totally get that people would like to see a different quarterback in the Super Bowl. But hey, you cannot hate a guy who does the best he can do. Another tweet from Twitter: will Lions rushers combine for over 2,500 yards? I think it's possible. It just depends exactly, will this offensive line be as good as we think it's going to be good? But I do say, yeah, they could definitely do that. I think DeAndre Swift could potentially get 2,000 yards this year, just depending if they decide to get another running back or not, Todd Gurley. But Jamal Williams is not a slouch at all, so I think it's very feasible for them to do that. And they're going to be running more than we used to see them. So if you're not a Lions fan, just expect this team to run quite a bit and throw passing out of the backfield to the running backs. Again, if I miss your question, don't kill me. Sub-Z Trap says 12-5. Keith says 7 wins. Do you like Mark Burdell? I do. I love the concept of former coaches or former players as our coaches, because guess what? Players can relate to that. And they can understand the situations that they've been in, so they're going to respect that. Just like anything. If you have a leader that's been through and through the stuff, and that is now your leader, like Sami, my leader, he did 2 tours in Iraq before I went to Iraq with him. So you can respect that. You understand that what they've been through and everything. So 100% I like it. I like all the former players as coaches for a football team. Not saying that you have to be a former player, but I like it. Do you think the Lions are going to suck for the next 5 years, or do you think we'll suck for 1 or 2 years, and then 3, everything's going up? I think we're going to not be that great this year. Around 6 wins. But I think next year, that's where we compete for a wild card spot. I think that's going to be where it's going to happen. I don't think we'll win the NFC North potentially next year, but year 3, I would expect this team to be competing for a playoff spot, competing for the NFC North. But this year is the suck factor a little bit. Next year, you're going to see the building just because we got the draft picks. We have $70 million in cap space. I expect them to spend some of that money to acquire more talent in Detroit, and I do expect the players to buy in. And I forgot what subscriber said, but if you have a coaching staff that's well-liked, players would like to come there for sure. So your backdrop is the best, Mike. Your hard work is paying off, and that's what's up. Hey, I appreciate you, Harold. Hey, I'm doing this every single day. I'm trying to get something new for you guys, something better, so it's not the same old, and you get something new every single time. So I try to switch that up for you guys. I am definitely excited for the season, Super Freddie Jackson. Man, I'm so excited for the season. I don't know. I can't handle myself, man, because when you're making content every day, it is quite difficult to come up with something new. I'm ready to see training camp. I'm ready to see these players jump in and play for their coaches. I'm ready to see the Dan Campbell era and get rid of the Patricia stink. I'm tired of this team being made fun of, and all this stuff will come together as they get better. So, yeah, I'm so excited, man. I can't even tell you how I just can't wait. I just can't wait for this. Let's see. Move Melifonwu to safety and trade for Xavier Howard. Look, I would love for them to actually move Melifonwu to safety. I just think that I'm so worried about the Harris. You already know this, man. Harris is not my type of guy. He's not an individual who I think that we should rely on. So I think that would be a smart decision. I tend not to want to trade right now for players. I would like to build through the draft. I think that's the right philosophy to go to and get this team going in the right direction via draft. But if they do make a trade, I can understand why for sure. No doubt about it, you can. How about name the Lion Herman after Herman Moore? I love Herman Moore. He was one of our best. Yeah, and they got a YouTube channel now. So it's a good YouTube channel. It's got Herman Moore and Lomas Brown in there. So at some point I'll come up with the name for the Lions so y'all can be happy. And because Rory, he's on his way out, man. He's on his way out. When do you think Gurley will be in Detroit? Like I said, I've been saying this for a while. I don't think he wants to go, and he doesn't want to do training camp probably all the way or the mini camps. So I would assume if they are going to sign a Todd Gurley, it's going to be, maybe mid-training camp, something like that. And it's probably a contract issue as well. So I didn't expect them to do it like right away or anything. Yes, most veterans are like that. Travis Doyley with another super chat. Thank you so much, Matt TD. 10-6 all the way. He has been saying 10-6 for the longest time, so he's extremely consistent from that facet. You got to respect the consistency that he does there. And, hey, man, if we don't go 10-6, don't be too disappointed, though. But, hey, if they do go 10-6, that would be freaking awesome. Yes, Giorgio, I will take Kenny Vaccaro over Will Harris, most definitely. Man, 100%. Look, we really need to have another veteran in there that we can rely on. And right now, I just don't believe we can rely on Will Harris, and I'm going to say it till he proves me wrong. Hopefully, he does prove me wrong. I just don't believe that is the case. John Kapler, he's a Lions YouTuber as well, and he's been grinding a lot lately. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. It's hard in this game, but he's grinding every day, so I always support him. So he says, go Lions, and I'm doing great, man. Let's see. Hashtag MicroMike. If a wide receiver gets released, what is the better than number 1 or number 2? We picked him up. I don't think he'd be better than a number 1. It would just depending on obviously who the wide receiver is. I think Tyrell Williams he's got a lot of talent. The issue is, can he stay healthy? Brashard Perryman right now is slotted as number 2 in my opinion. I think potentially could be better than that. But if you look at Quintez Cephas, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think they could supplant Brashard Perryman. I'm worried his inconsistencies of holding on to the football. Can he consistently do that? And that's yet to be seen throughout his whole career. I mean, I really hope he does, but man, oh man, that's crazy. Do you think we will sign a veteran safety before the season starts? Please say yes. Big West. Oh, man. I will wait till teams start releasing players. I say when teams release players, if a decent one gets released, I would say yes. If not, I would say no. But watch for the 53. I hope so. I'm with you, man. I really hope so. I don't know the answer to this. This is 50-50, man. It's 50-50 because we're in a rebuild mode, but I'll say if a good one is a decent one released on another football team, they could get picked up by Detroit. I think that's the case. Play Will Harris to his strengths. TA Noble Sports, I got to ask you something. What's his strengths? I really don't know his strengths. Got him. Hold on. Let me get my board up here. I got to get this thing.
Got him!
Do you like the team training camp, or you think it should be optional but mandatory for rookies, as Brady holds his own with lots of teammates and success? I believe it should be. Training camp should be mandatory, no doubt about it. But mini camps, I don't think it should be mandatory. But I do think if you're a veteran, you should attempt to bring in your squad, and you should attempt to get guys in there that will play just like Jared Goff did. He did that in the offseason. That's what you want to see. So I like the concept of veterans getting there and doing it their own and leading by example. You know, the more that the players do it themselves, the better, because it shows that they care. Like if it's not mandatory but everyone shows up, that's pretty good, man. Or if they're doing the work on the side, I like that. I absolutely do. Good morning, Tim Monroe. What's up, my guy? Ratley needs a chance. Hey, I see you. Do you think the Lions would look better chewing a kneecap? Oh, yes, I definitely do. Maybe that'll be my next thing is making a lion eat a kneecap for sure. That would be freaking nice, man. Love to eat those kneecaps, folks. We got 43 in the building with 24 thumbs up. If you got questions, I may have answers. Just throw it in the comment section. If you're on Twitter, at MicroMike85. That's all you got to do, and it will pop up on here. It will pop up on here. Let's see. Do you think we should find another backup tight end in Hawk, even though I believe Hawk going to be the best tight end in the league this year? No, I don't think so. I got Darren Fells. I like Darren Fells as well as their number 2. He's a solid number 2 in my opinion. And TJ Hockenson is quality number 3. And let these young guys battle it out. We got some guys in there, some rookies in there that can battle it out for a number 3 spot. And who knows? We don't know if Bryant actually is healthy at some point. But I'm fine with the depth at tight end. I think we're doing very good there. Thank you so much, Giorgio. Let's see. We got rumors about Tebow coming back to the NFL. Do you think that he's going to come back? Well, Super Freddy, he's already back in the NFL. He's a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tim Tebow is already in the NFL right now. He is currently a player as a tight end for Jacksonville, trying to make the roster. Let's see here. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the next Juju Smith-Schuster without the tick. I think he very well could be. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I read an article that he potentially could be a top 5 wide receiver in the rookie class. I think he's going to get a ton of targets for Jared Goff because of our lack of help there in the wide receiver depth. But at the same time, he's a really good player. And this was a fantastic pickup for Detroit. Amazing pickup for the Lions. I love it. And I am extremely happy that he's a Detroit Lion. I wouldn't suggest him to get him on your fantasy team or anything like that, but man, oh man, he very well could be the next Juju Smith-Schuster with all the nonsense out of the way, though. He seems like a very motivated guy, not a arrogant person. Let's see. Watson to get traded to the Saints. Have you heard Watson got traded to the Saints? I've not heard that at all. I wouldn't expect Watson to get traded this offseason due to the issue. But if he did get traded to the Saints, that would be, man, the Saints are always finding something, man. Again, if I miss your question, just repost it. Copy, paste, that's what I do. That's what I would suggest you to do, just so you don't miss out. Who you got for the Super Bowl? I got a repeat. Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Kansas City Chiefs. I think it's going to be a repeat again. That's who I have. Wild individual that potentially could make it in the AFC. I'd look at the Buffalo Bills as well. They're a quality football team, but I do see a repeat. Let's see. Is Amon-Ra St. Brown related to St. Brown in Green Bay? Do you know? I have no idea. I have no idea if he's related. If somebody in the chat may know, answer that question for him, but I personally do not know if he is currently related to anyone from Green Bay. Let's see here. Carolina guy, dude, Watson just got traded. What? Wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. If I haven't seen anything of it, if it did happen, that would be crazy though. We have a good collection of linebackers, if not a need. Jamie Collins is a stud, Browns is a stud, and we got 2 good coverage specialists in Arizona. Yes, brothers. Okay, what's going on here? Hold up one second, fellas. Let me go to... Y'all freaking me out here about this news. So let me see. Let me see if this is real, because if it is, that would be freaky nuts. I'm going to it right now to... This will affect the Lions, man. This would affect the Lions. I'm not seeing it, man. Someone let me know. I got a super chat here. Matthew Wren says, yes, it is, brother, with the $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Said Lamar Jackson got traded to what? What? No way. This is crazy. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm not seeing anything like that right now. But it's a scam. Yeah, I would expect it to be a scam for sure. Just because it doesn't make any sense. And for the odds of that happening while I'm live, seems extremely unlikely. I think people would be going nuts right now, for sure. Yeah, you got to always watch out. You always got to watch out. Let's see here. Lions are a contender in 2023, playoff team by 2022. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, Sam. I think they are. They're building the right way. They're building it the correct way. Yeah, if you really want to get real information, you got to go to, you got to go to like Adam Schefter's Twitter, his legit Twitter, and then you can get real breaking news. Sometimes people scam for whatever reasons they just want to, but I'm 100% agree with you, Sam. They are a playoff team, or a playoff contender team, a wild card team next year, and they could be a contending for the NFC North the following year. Let's see here. Amon's big brother plays for Green Bay. Okay, there you go, 9 drinks. So whoever asked that question, it definitely looks like they are related. Giorgio, that's his brother. They're very different people and players, though. Cool. If you got questions, put it in the comment section. It's your time to shine. Let me see if I can get my little comment thing on here. Comment. Let me know what you want to know. Yeah, I know Amon-Ra is from an Egyptian god. Hope the Lions got the defensive end from Oregon and safety and linebackers in the first and second rounds. Fred Collins, I agree with you, man. If you can get a defensive end and a linebacker in next year's draft, we got 2 first-round draft picks. My God, that would be really good. But you'd have to be getting the first overall pick or the second pick in the draft to get him. No, I'm not watching the NBA playoffs as of right now. I'm not too big of an NBA fan. In all honesty, it's hard for me to get into it. What's up, Carolina guy? Thoughts on the Lions 7-10, 8-9, 10-7, 9-8? I would say more 6-11 right now. I would say the Lions looking at 6-11 right now. That's kind of what I have for them, for what they could potentially be, for their winning-loss record. Let's see here. I was talking to not calling the player. Okay. Saints have no salary cap space. Hello. Yeah, they don't got anything, man. They're in a world of hurt when it comes to salary. No doubt about it. And that salary is more like killing them. It is killing them. And if they really want to better their football team, they would fix that. Matthew Wren says 9-8. Eric, what's up, Eric? He says Swift could put up best numbers. If we don't get another running back, I say he can get 2,000 yards rushing. It's going to be pretty close. And he's going to put up some ridiculous numbers on the ground as well, just because we're going to run the football quite a bit. Or not 2,000 yards. I mean 1,000 yards. 2,000 yards. Sorry. I'm at 1,000 yards. What am I smoking? I must have had too much Mountain Dew here. I meant 1,000 yards potentially rushing if we don't get Todd Gurley, and probably could put up like 500 yards passing as well, just because we're going to be running the football a lot and we're going to be passing the football to the running backs quite a bit. And Jamal Williams is going to be there as well. Let's see here. Undrafted free agent wide receivers left the line could take a shot on before the season starts. You know, a lot of people wanted Adams to be part of this. I just didn't think he was going to make it. And it looks like he obviously didn't. He got cut. But I'm thinking it's going to be, I don't know if if the undrafteds are actually going to make it, in all honesty, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because I think Victor Bolden, Quintez Cephas, Brashard Perryman, we got Williams. There's going to be, there's potentially for one guy to make the team. Oh, I got something nasty on here. And it's possible. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that's what it's going to be. Tyrell Williams, Brashard Perryman, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Victor Bolden, and obviously Quintez Cephas. That's going to be your 5. So I don't know. Maybe an injury happens. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Let's see here. I think the Saints got to trade away one of their salary cap players like AK or Jameis Winston to start 2023. It all depends, man. They could potentially, I don't know what they're going to do, but they could be wizards when it comes to the cap. All teams do it. But Jameis Winston, I expect him to be part of their team. I do expect them to be part of the team. No more expatriates. Sam is 100% correct here. No more Patriots. Good God. Hashtag this season's 30th anniversary of the 91 winning season. We can do the same. I would hope so, man. That would be great. It's going to be difficult, man. For us to go that type of distance, it just seems incredibly hard. I just think we're just going to go 6-10. It's hard. We need help. Same old Lions, go Lions. We need help. SOS, go Lions. We need a lot of help, for sure. We need a lot of help. But it's a rebuild, guys. I mean, it's a rebuild. This is just what happens, you know. They're taking over a team that was so depleted of talent from the Patricia era. It's hard to expect this regime to turn it around so quick when the defense was so bad, and it's just be difficult. So I think when we say the word patience, people don't want to hear the word patience, but I do think that we need to have some patience. Travis Doyley says we need Golden Tate. Hey, look. We talk about this before. I think he wants to go to a better football team, a playoff winning team, one of those teams out there. I don't think he's going to be a Detroit Lion, but, you know, it is what it is. I hear Thomas could be traded. I heard that as well, Keith, and, that definitely could be a possibility. I wonder what it would cost to get him. You know, just depending. I'm not in for trading. I don't want to trade away draft picks. In all honesty, I just think it's important to keep our draft picks. But, look, we need help at wide receiver, and just depending. Hey, Biased Radio. This guy has got the greatest voice. If you're not subscribed to this guy, this dude's voice is epic. He's literally like an announcer that you could listen to him talk all the time, man. It's crazy. This guy's got the best voice I've heard it ever. I don't know how he's not got like 10 billion subscribers, but this guy does. He does like WWE 2019, and he makes players on there like Troxel Sports Talk and other people, and he fights it, and he's like an announcer, and it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. You got to listen to him, man. This dude's voice is epic. It's your boy, Blaine McCoy. First thing I hear is no Patriots. My kind of stream, 100%, man. No more Patriots. Subscribe to his channel, bro. Everyone needs to subscribe. Listen to his stream, man. And if you're doing a stream at some point, let me know the time, and then I'll let the people know so they can hear your voice. Hiya, Mike. What's going on, J-Dub? Welcome into the building, man. It is nice to see you in here. What wide receiver is available? Nothing on the free agent market that we want to really touch, in all honesty. We won't sign any free agents that make more than $2 million per year. That's a rebuild plan year one. I think that's kind of exactly what they're wanting to go here, and that's probably another reason why Todd Gurley's not signed, is they're probably lowballing him as well. But it could be a little bit more for a player like him. Other than that, man, don't be signing some crazy free agent contract. We just don't need it. Let's see here. Elias, this fantasy wrestling style, just bring people together. Thanks so much, Mike. Hey, no problem. Love the voice. I was listening to it for an hour, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, how is this guy speaking this way? He's got one of the greatest voices on the internet. He's got better voices than... If you literally like WWE and all that stuff, his voice is much better than any of the announcers on there. You put him and Jim Ross together, it would be amazing. It'd be amazing. I'm doing a screen later today. Okay, I see you. Let's see. The Lions use Hockenson like Gronk, blocking and catching 100%. I think TJ Hockenson's going to have a breakout year this year. I'm telling you right now, he's going to make the Pro Bowl, could make an All-Pro team. He's going to be getting a ton of targets. Like I've said to everybody else, if you're not playing me in fantasy, pick up TJ Hockenson. If I'm in your fantasy league, he is mine. Okay, TJ Hockenson, he's going to be a beast, man. I expect it a lot. Never like to promote, but Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Thursdays at 8 p.m. Saturday at 7. Hey, I'll be there for sure. If I'm not working, it's just I have a busy schedule, and they put me in a lot of overtime. I work a lot, man. So I got 2 jobs here. And I will try to get in. If I'm not commenting, I'm listening more than likely, because I can just throw it on there just because it's so hilarious. Can we trade for another quarterback? Antonio Hall, I don't believe we're trading for another quarterback at all. I would not expect that. We're going to be with what we have here. Now, maybe if something doesn't work out, they could pick up a guy who gets released or a younger guy. Who knows? But I think that's the route they're going to go. Or maybe they pick up a quarterback and throw him on the practice squad. If they don't think David Blau works out, something like that. It must have cost you a fortune. It has cost me a fortune. And it very much has cost me a fortune. It also cost me countless hours of making this. I built this by myself. Everything is built by myself. I can't even tell you... one of these backgrounds you see here could take me 8 hours. One of these backgrounds could take me 8 hours. And that's generally how much it takes. And I plan on to get a plenty more. But yes, it is a long time, man. You can call me Blaze. Stop. Please stop, Mike. I'm humble. Yeah, hey, Blaze. I call him Blaze now. Hey, it's the good stuff, man. I like it. And smaller channels need to get promoted. There's no problem with that. Stafford should have stayed. I don't think he should have stayed. We got a fantastic trade for him. This was good for the Detroit Lions. It was good for Stafford as well. Stafford can now, if he wants to be considered one of those guys, he can go out there, and if he wins a Super Bowl, so be it. Then it was him. He gets his redemption. But if he doesn't win in a Super Bowl over there, hey, he took a chance on himself. But he's going to a non-rebuild team, so that's what he wanted. And we got a ton of draft capital. We got a quality quarterback. And if it doesn't work out, you can always draft a quarterback with one of those things. I'm sorry, not winning more than 3 games. Hey, there's no reason to be sorry. Everyone has their opinion. And guess what, folks? You're entitled to your opinion whether we agree or disagree. That's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. You can say you go 0-17 for all I care, or 17-0. Let's see. Listen to Dosa Dion break down the Goff in the clean pocket. Yeah, we're going to have a clean pocket. I think we're going to have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. I say top 5. I do that. And look, if you have a clean pocket, if you look at what Jared Goff did with the Rams, he had a running game, he had a clean pocket, and he did a very good job. I mean, that's it. But you want to know what? That's pretty much consistent with any offensive line, any quarterback in the NFL. If you get a good running game, if you have a fantastic offensive line, a quarterback can thrive. Because if you give any quarterback that type of time, they're going to pick you apart. It's simple as that. No doubt about it. Yes, the Lions should definitely be rooting for the Rams to suck. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm hoping they don't do good at all. I hope they go 0-17. It's probably not going to be the case. Obviously, they're probably more like a 10-win football team, but the worse they are, the better the draft pick we get. So 100%. No problem, 9 drinks. Hey, this is all for you guys, man, to give you guys a better visual. That's vital towards the success of changing the narrative in Detroit, right? We need to change the narrative here when it comes to Detroit Lions. So the better quality you get, the better that it looks for you guys. We need a top wide receiver. Yeah, 100%. And I expect the Lions to get, probably in free agency next year to spend big money on a wide receiver and potentially draft one as well. So look for those to be what kind of occurs for the Lions for sure. If Goff balls out and Stafford gets hurt, this could be the greatest trade of all time. Big West, I 100% agree with you. This could be up there with one of the greatest trades of all time if it works. If it works out, I mean, you're literally getting 2 first-round draft picks, a third-round draft pick, and a quarterback who's 26 years old. It's not like he's old, and Stafford 33. So it could be a fantastic. It could be one of the best in the NFL. But guess what? It's still a great trade because if it doesn't work out, guess what, folks? You just draft the quarterback because you got 2 first-round draft picks. So either way, it's a great trade in my opinion. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We got 70 in the building. Let's get to 70 likes. The more likes we get, the more chance that this stream gets out there. And that's what it's all about. And if you're not on Newsbreak, Lions Talk by Chat Sports. Lions Talk by Chat Sports. I drop videos on there. I just dropped another one the other day that is completely new. It's about TJ Hockenson, and it's a very good video. I'm tired of going in every year rebuilding because we've been rebuilding since 65. Oh, I'm with you, man, 100%. But at the same time, we have no choice. And if you want to get a team right, you have to build through the NFL draft. And that's just the facts of it. And that's something that this team has never done correctly, is we've never hit on, especially recently, second-round picks. They've been killing us. You got to get you got to hit on your draft picks, and that's how you build a football team. So if we can get a quality draft like we did this year, next year, this team will be in position to succeed. It will be. You just got to do it the correct way, and we just haven't done it that way ever. Is that Hondini for the background or Honolulu blue? It's just background colors I picked out. Yes, I do remember that last U Carolina guy. That was a long football game. I streamed that game. That was a long game, man. I tell you what, it sucked. Sean McCoy Ducks, go Lions. Hey, go Ducks, go Lions. Let me get some Lions music up in here for you guys. Hold up. Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's go Lions. If I miss your question, just go ahead and let me know by reposting it because it's just, I missed it. Let's see here. Hashtag Mike, what side will we run more towards, the right or the left side? This is all depends on the right guard. How does Halapoulivaati Vaitai perform for us at the guard position? That's a question mark. Right now, I'm going to say left side because we don't know. But if it performs well with Penei Sewell over on the right side, both. But I'm not 100% convinced behind Vati Vaitai as our right guard as of right now. I'm just not. So I have to see it to believe it first. How many times do we have to hear this could be our year, but it turns out to be the same? I'm not telling you that this is going to be the year. I'm telling you that this is going to be a 6-win year. So I'm not going to blow smoke up or any of my subscribers. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to say that this team's going to be the year. I'm not going to do that because I don't believe that's the case. I believe next year is a big-time jump, though. So I do believe that this is the regime that's going to take us out of the depths of despair. That's what I'm going to tell you. I think that they got a hell of a coaching staff. I think they got great draft picks coming up next year. They understand how to draft by Brad Holmes, and that's vital with draft picks. And if you can hit on these draft picks, you're going to succeed. And you got a coaching staff that can progress these draft players and make them they get better. Then I think that's the case. I do, but I don't think this is the year that this is the year. But this is the coaching staff. This is the regime, in my opinion. I'm starting to stop thinking it's the coach because the players have to go out there and play. Yeah, but you want to know what, man? The last regime was so horrible. Who would want to play for that last regime? Who would want to? This coaching staff is the complete opposite, and I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be great. Great question. Yes, it was a great question about the running game, 100%. I'm just waiting on Vati Vaitai. Hey, David DeCastro was released, too, by the Steelers. You know, I don't think Lions would sign him. Obviously, I just don't. Even though I think, man, it would be a definite upgrade to me on the right guard position. That's what he played for the Steelers. I'd love the Lions to start winning, but dread the fair weather fans that will come with it. It may drive up the ticket costs and so on. Just a thought. I would definitely, I think if you're in here right now and there's 74 people in this building, there's 74 dedicated Detroit Lions fans in here. And if they're not all Lions fans, all the Lions fans are here, they're not fair weather fans. Definitely. If you watch the games of 0-16, if you've been through everything, you know, hats off to you. There's a lot of Lions fans out there. They're just older and they're tired of the losing. They want to see it. And I 100% agree with that. You got to get out there and win football games, just like Dan Campbell said. You know, he can tell you all this type of stuff, but at the end of the day, he's got to win. So if we start winning and more fans jump on a board, hey man, I have no problem. But just if we lose a game and those fans say, "Oh, it's the 0-16 team again," you know, that's incorrect as well. So I want this team to win. If the prices go up due to winning, so be it. I'm willing to pay for it. I want to see a winning team. I want to see Detroit win. I want to see, you know, I'm not a NBA fan, but I want to see the Pistons win. I want to see the Tigers win. I want to see the Lions win. I want to see the Red Wings win. They deserve it, man. 0-16, living the dream. That was a rough year. I was in Iraq that whole year. The only game I got to watch was the Thanksgiving Day game on Armed Forces Network, and man, that was rough. But that was the one year I didn't have to watch, and I appreciated that I didn't have to watch that year because I was deployed. But if I wasn't deployed, I would have watched every game, even though it was that depressing. But I'll be streaming the games this year as well, just like I did last year and the year before. So if you want to watch live streams on my channel, we're going to be live, man. And look, I get crazy on there. So if you guys are ready for, it's going to be preseason games. And what I like to do is break down what's taking place on the field, what's working right, what's not working, what player, because sometimes you don't know what's actually taking place. So I do live play-by-play, and I tell you, watch this play, and it turns out to be right. So if you want to have a good time, make sure you join me on the Detroit Lions versus whoever they play live stream games every single Sunday and on Monday night. And the only time I don't do it is on Thanksgiving because that's the family's day. I am 30 and bleed blood. Watched every game since I was 5 years old. Eric, love it. I freaking love it, man. And, you know, look, you've been a fan for a long time, 25 years watching this. You deserve a winner. We all deserve a winner here. Let's see. I've been through that year when 0-16, 2-14 over the years and just due for a championship. Yeah, I watched I was so happy when we got Matthew Stafford, and then we got Louis Delmas and Pettigrew, and then 2-14 we got Ndamukong Suh, and man, the 2-14 year, it was fun to see us win against the Washington Redskins at that time, but definitely Goodfella Sports TV. Everybody subscribe to Goodfella Goodfella Sports TV. He also known is his second channel. He's got the first channel there, Motor City Sports Talk by CJ Goodfella. I had him on last week, and I'm going to be on his channel when he live streams for his Lions. And we're going to have a good time, but make sure you subscribe to his channel. I think he's got around 30,000 subscribers on there. Well on his way to hitting 100,000. A lot of people doubted him. A lot of people mock him, but he grinds every single day, and that's what it's all about. Do you think Big V, Flowers, Collins could be next year if they don't ball out? Yes, yes, yes. I think Collins potentially could still be here, though. I think out of all the three, he could potentially be here. Big V, I think this is last year's a Detroit Lion. I don't think he's going to be a Detroit Lion next year. And Flowers, Trey Flowers 100% as well. I think he's out of here as well. But right now, when it comes to the contract, I think that's basically the reason they're here, 100%. So, but out of the three, Collins probably potentially will be here. But again, he could be out as well. Yes, I love seeing the tweets. I love seeing the tweets here. If you want to hit me up, if you're listening on Twitter, just do @MicroMike or just comment on this stream. I'm live streaming on Twitter, and you will pop up here and get your question answered. Can you imagine if Brady took Kevin Hart's challenge serious about proving he's the greatest quarterback and becoming the Detroit Lions quarterback? That would have been hilarious. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, if you want to be known as the greatest, you become the Detroit Lions quarterback and win a Super Bowl. 100%. That was funny, though. I liked seeing the reaction to it. But, hey, shout out to Kevin Hart even recognizing we're alive here. During the season, I'll be watching the Panthers game, so I'm going to come into the stream and watch the Panthers. All right, yeah, there's going to be Panther streams going on. I won't be doing them for sure. What team is close to winning a championship? What team do you think is close? Well, obviously the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're very close. The Buffalo Bills, extremely underrated. They're super close to winning one. Obviously, Kansas City Chiefs, the same old regular teams that you hear about. I think they're fairly close to winning a championship. Under the radar breakout player for this year. Under the radar breakout player. Well, a lot of people's not expecting Amani Oruwariye to do a whole lot. I think he's going to break out much compared to what he was last year. Not saying he's going to be Pro Bowl, but I think he's going to make a considerable jump. So watch for him to make a big-time jump from last year to this year for sure. TJ Hockenson, but he's not under the radar. We all know he's going to break out year for this team. DeAndre Swift, he's not really under the radar, though. I think he's going to have a massive breakout year for the Detroit Lions. Quintez Cephas, under the radar player. I think he's going to have a real breakout year as well. I'm not saying pick him up on fantasy, but I think he can project to end up being the number 2 guy or number 3 guy for the Detroit Lions. Quintez Cephas doing good in camp, and I think he's going to continue to do good. Another breakout player, Tyrell Williams, if he can stay healthy. He was very talented. The issue was he was not on the field for the Raiders. He got a big-time contract for them. And if he can stay healthy, he could be a guy that makes some big plays for us. Play action, deep pass. Think of deep ball haul when you think of Tyrell Williams. Let's see here. I'm going to the Browns screen. Okay. Browns screening. The Rams, yeah, for sure. They could be. I hope not. Big V needs to go now. Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. To me, it's like go ahead and just rip out the Band-Aid now. But at the same time, he may do decent, so give him a chance, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of Big V, but hopefully he can do better this year. That'd be nice. Hashtag, what team you think will surprise peeps this year? I believe the Bengals and Cardinals will make a surprise playoff cards. I do believe the Cardinals will make the playoffs. I actually predicted that on a video. I think I did like 2 months ago. I had the Arizona Cardinals winning the West. I think they're going to break out. It's such a hard division, though. I mean, I think they do make the playoffs. The Bengals, that's going to be tough for them. I think they can be much better than last year, but that's not saying much. Obviously, the quarterback going down with the injury, but maybe they do 6 wins. I don't see them making the playoffs, though. You got the Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens, and the Steelers. That's a tough division So it's going to be difficult. What player do you guys think will break out for the Detroit Lions? Throw a player name in there. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Yeah, Jonah Jackson under the radar as well. Good one, Sam, for sure. For sure. Lions still have Deshaun Hand. I do think this potentially could be his last chance. If he stay healthy, great. But it's all for him, for Deshaun Hand, is his health. They didn't draft 2 defensive tackles for no reason. But if Hand can stay healthy, it will do amazing work for the Lions, for sure. It could be. I think Bills could win a Super Bowl. They got the talent to 100%. Breakout player in Detroit, I believe, will be Jahlani Tavai. I hope to God that could be. I think he's not going to be good, but at the same time, I pray I am completely wrong about Jahlani Tavai. I want to be so wrong about him, but I do believe he's going to be. He doesn't bring that.
I'm giving her a D, man, a strong D.
I just don't think he brings that strong D. Let's see here. Our front 4 needs help. I think our defensive ends, I think we got a good interior defensive tackles, but we need some help. We need probably another good defensive end in the draft. Get us a beast one. That would help out a lot. What team in Detroit is close to a championship, and what will win it? Oh, man, that's so tough. Right now, it's so tough. I think all the teams they're potentially getting on the rise. You got Pistons getting the first overall draft pick. Great for them. For sure. The Tigers are slowly building something. They're getting a little bit better. Championship though, man, it's rough. And the Red Wings, it's going to be a little bit. So I don't know what first team will do it. That's tough. It's real tough. That is a tough question. I'd love for the Lions to do it, but that's really expecting a lot. Maybe the Pistons, maybe to win a championship. I don't know, man. That's a hard one. Is Mike Ford still in Detroit? Yeah, he's actually competing for our starting nickel corner right now. He potentially could be the starter at nickel corner. He's going against Corn Elder, and they've been battling out, but Mike Ford's been doing really good in minicamp and OTAs. So expect potentially him to actually be the starter, Giorgio. So watch for that. Watch for that. Yeah, he's going to be potentially. Need that strong D. You know it.
I'm giving her a D, man. A strong D.
Let me get that.
And again.
He's got some funny noises in here. There we go. From the great Ric Flair. So Brian says Pistons. Yeah, I'd probably say Pistons as well. Seems to be they got something going there for sure. I mean, I don't follow them obviously like all these Pistons fans here, but I do have a lot of friends that are Pistons fans. Obviously, TA Noble Sports, Troxel Sports Talk, and they know their stuff, and they say this team can turn it around. So, I just hope all the team's good. Tigers, yeah, Tigers could too as well. They're starting to build something slow there, and they're starting to get good pitching. They got a lot of young prospects, and I think that could develop for them. So I do watch the Tigers. I don't watch it as much as I watch Detroit Lions, but I'll have the game on for sure. And I like seeing them. But they're a young team. They'll be building here for a little bit. Folks, come on. Put those questions in there. Again, I'll be dropping videos on news breaks, so check that out. Lakers, Suns, or Pistons. Okay. The Suns, it looks like the Suns, that's the Arizona there. That's Troxel's and TA's team. They're going to probably make the championship. Mike Ford could definitely be a breakout player, 100%, because, everyone thought Corn Elder would come in and be the starter, but now he's competing for it. He could definitely be a breakout player. He's been developing good for the Detroit Lions, and, man, it's nice to see. And TA Noble Sports is laughing. Cardinals, for sure, Kingsbury must win this season. Yes, he's got to win. It's year 3 for him. He's got all the players. If he don't win, he's out. And let's see. We got LOL from TA Noble Sports. Make sure you subscribe to TA Noble Sports. He's one of the best prospect. If you want to know prospects about the NFL or college players going into the NFL, you go to TA Noble Sports. He breaks them down. He played at a very high level in football. He knows his stuff. Tigers got great farm club. Dude, Pistons, I think talent, but wrong coaching leadership. Yeah, 100%. Tigers need more name players. Yeah, because they got a lot of young guys, But you're right with there. They got it. They probably need a little more name players and get better at batting and hitting the ball a little bit. But they're doing their rebuild the right way. And so it's not like it's from square one for that football team. Let's see here. Let me merge this new. Breakout will be Okudah. Yeah, I'm with you. I believe that as well. I think he could definitely be a breakout player. Again, I'm not saying this guy is going to be all pro or anything to that level, but from what he was last year, I think he's going to break out. Yes, he is good. 100% Madness Show. Let's see here. I hate Big V. He's a liability and keep us from being a top 5 line. He starts undrafted re-age rookies far better than Big V, and that says something. Yeah, Tommy Kramer's got, to me, he's got a fairly high ceiling. He's undrafted rookie. You got Stenberg in there. I think Big V is the one question mark on this offensive line. He is the one question mark. 100%. Okudah is a superstar. Crazy how short people's memories are. I think a lot of people just wanted to get another player, and so they hate on him as much as he is. I think we got to understand that corners take a little bit of time, and that's just the way it goes. But, you know, a lot of people didn't want him as the pick, and so when they got him, they're going to hate him. You know, if Trox is live tonight, I would expect he's live tonight, but I'm not 100% sure if he is. But he's generally live for all the NBA games. What is one player in the Lions that will have a big breakout year other than Swift and Hockenson? Massive. How about Jared Goff? I think he could have a breakout year. Everyone thinks he sucks. Everyone thinks he's going to be this window licker, and I think he's going to do better than what people expected. Not saying he'll make no Pro Bowl or anything like that, but I don't think he's going to be the 32nd ranked quarterback. I think he could be mid-level 16, 17 ranked quarterback, and that'd be a breakout year that no one would expect. I think that's very potential. Let's see here. I'm not clear on the roster rules. I thought I heard that the NFL was changing from 53 to 55. They did that last year. So that's what they did last year. So it was a 53, but it's like 2 extra to a 53/55. This is weird rules, but yes. And hopefully they expand it more, because if you're expanding another game, you expect injuries to be a little bit more. So I hope they expand it a little bit more for them. And they expanded the roster for the practice squad as well. So that's a little bit there. C, do you think Big V makes too much money for a guard? Yes. Yes, I do. He's not as good as he's been making. 100%. We could have had Graham Glasgow for generally the same, and Graham Glasgow was better. So, 100%. How long for the Tigers to win the division and a championship game? Maybe I'd say 2 years. I think on the championship, I don't know about that, but they could win the division maybe in 2 years. No problem, TA. Are you excited to see Flowers at linebacker? Do you think he'll elevate his game? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out. I don't know. I'm excited to see him back there because the linebacker core is dreadful. So that's what I'd be excited for. Am I excited? And will he elevate his game? Not 100% sure. But it's something new, and there's no reason not to try it out. But I honestly don't think it's gonna take his game to the next level. I don't believe that. I don't. Let's see. Here. If anyone hold Detroit back, but I got respect for Ford family. I think they're holding the team back from a championship. I think Sheila Ford Hamp is the right owner right now for this football team. Sheila Ford Hamp. I think she's going to do a fantastic job. She's done a good job already. Hats off to her. I think if there's a Ford that could bring this team to a championship, it will be her. She's hiring the right people, the Chris Spielmans, the Brad Holmes, the Dan Campbells. She's listening, but not she's overseeing, but not telling people what to do. I think she is good. How long will be for the Michigan coach be in Michigan? Oh, Jim Harbaugh? Well, you need to go to the Michigan Report by James Yoder. Michigan Report by Chat Sports there. Look, he does all things Michigan, but I think, I'm not a Michigan fan. I do follow the team, though, but I think he's got this year, and that's it. I know he did a renew contract, but man, oh man, if he don't do something this year, he needs to go. Let's see. Do you think Jelani Tavai will be a better or smarter player this season? Honestly, do I believe it? No. I think he's just slow. I know he lost weight, but I still think he's slow. I don't think he's the long-term solution at linebacker. I'm not a big fan of Jelani Tavai. Hopefully he proves me wrong. But I do not believe he's going to be that. Hopefully I'm completely wrong. I want to be so wrong on this, but man, oh man, I'm not high on him. Can the Lions fix their relationship with Megatron? Yes, they can. I think they will. I think Sheila Ford Hamp will get that done. It's slowly happening right now. But when they pay him, I think they'll fix it. But yeah, I do. Love the Ford family, but yeah, I do see that. How long will Miguel Cabrera will go to be in Detroit? I don't know. He's definitely not the old Biggie he used to be. I don't know how long. I couldn't answer that one for you. That would be a good question for Mark Orm from Orm's Forum. He really follows the Tigers a lot more than I do when it comes to specific players. But I'd love to see Miggy get back to his form, but hey, he's just not like that anymore. I love the charisma of the running back that Williams bring. I love that, man. Just like the duo, John Campbell, just like you said, the duo they have in Cleveland Browns, man. They have a two-headed monster there. We can have a two-headed monster here, and it definitely could elevate. Any chance we sign Golden Tate? I would give it about 5% chance. And trading for Odell Beckham Jr., I give it about a 5% chance. So no, I don't believe that's going to happen. If you could sit down to one current Lion, who would it be? Oh, that's a great question. I would sit down and talk to Jared Goff. That's who I'd want to talk to. I'd ask him, tell me how you feel about the disrespect you've got, the trade. I want to know the truth about McVay, all that. I'm curious about it because the disrespect that he has gotten and how McVay is laughing. You know, I'm so happy I got Stafford. I'm feeling great now. The disrespect's unreal, and I'd love to hear the ins and outs about that situation for sure. And but actually not be a I want to really hear it. I want to hear the candid interview. I'd love to hear that. I think it will be fixed for sure. Goff not under the radar. He's a spotlight, but we need him to play. Hopefully he will. I do think he's going to play. Do you think our running backs get 1,000 yards? I think if there is, Swift will get 1,000 yards if we don't sign Todd Gurley. If we don't sign Todd Gurley, that could be the case. I think I would pick over 1,000 yards there. I think he will. Yeah, I'm sure he does want to reunite with Stafford. It would make a lot of sense. And I don't know if that's the case, though. If the LA Rams would want to bring him on. But that could potentially be the case. Folks, I've been on for nearly an hour, and that's generally what I do on a Sunday. Just do live Q&As and have some fun for the Lions there. And so before I get off here, just want to say, hey, thank you for everybody joining, having a good time. We're talking our Lions talk and getting in there, trying to find our... Oh, there we go. I'm trying to find the right words to say, but I appreciate everybody coming in and having a good time. Make sure you all enjoy your Sunday. I don't know where you live, but it's beautiful here in Michigan. It's been nasty about the last week. Been nothing but rain, so it's nice that we got some sunshine out there. Again, I'll be dropping videos. I have one tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, live OPP Thursday. I'll be dropping videos on Newsbreak. Make sure you follow me on Newsbreak. Hit that follow button. And yes, we are going to have a fantasy league in Infinite Sports. So once we put that up, we will have everybody sign up. We can compete. We did it last year. And hopefully people want to jump on and do some fantasy with us. It's fun, man. We talk a lot of smack, but that's what it's all about. With that said, folks, I appreciate, again, everybody coming in. And adios.